And hey, thank you very much. A very good Tuesday evening, everybody. Another night of high school volleyball coming your way. This is the final night of the high school volleyball regular season for the Pierre Governors as they take to the road one more time to come here to Sioux Falls. We're at Jefferson High School, the newest of the schools in Sioux Falls in its 4th year of existence. They've got a pretty good volleyball program that they've put together tonight. It is the Jefferson Cavaliers hosting the Pierre Governors. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. William Wilson in studio will run technical direction, and as usual, especially on the road, it is Caleb Brozick who will run camera for Live Ticket. You can watch this match coming up at drgnews.com. And started up the final match of the regular season, not only for volleyball, but as it turns out, also for basketball teams for Pierre Governors. But the Govs obviously coming in 6-13. It hasn't been the best of seasons, but sometimes all it takes is just one good performance to get the confidence and some kind of boost that you need to get into the postseason. And of course, it only takes one match to get into the state tournament. If you can get another fine performance, it's kind of what the Govs are hoping for. As it stands, there's a very good chance the Govs who are playing here at Jefferson tonight could be playing here again next Thursday on Sodak 16 night. We'll see how that plays out. It is senior night here on the final home match for Sioux Falls Jefferson of their regular season. They've got one more match after tonight as they'll go to Aberdeen on Thursday. But of course, this is the final match of the race for the Pierre Governors. We'll take a look at our own state of volleyball when we come back. But we want to remind you that within this game broadcast, coverage of Governor Sports also brought to you on Revan and drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Are you looking to make a change? A career, not just a job. Beck Motor Company is seeking a dedicated and skilled general service technician to join our dynamic team. If you're passionate about automotive service and looking for a rewarding career, we want to hear from you. 2 to 4 years required minimum related experience and or training. Flag rate or hourly options available. 401k, free individual health insurance, paid leave, a company cabin in the Black Hills, on-site gym, and more. Contact Dave Lemieux at 605-224-5912 or stop by Beck Motors for more information.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. And grab some Caribou coffee while you shop. Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market. Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of storm roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
With medical clinics strategically located throughout South Dakota and southwest Minnesota, Access Health provides comprehensive medical care for all ages, regardless. Health stands ready to serve you. At Access Health, your family will receive the high-quality, personal, customized medical care that you deserve without the wait. Access Health, where you are our priority. Contact your local Access Health clinic today.
Including nice small reports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls, Jefferson, and welcome to tonight's coverage of Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Obviously, we realize that some of our minds could be elsewhere with the election night coverage and things going on. We hope everybody got a chance to vote today, but tonight we'll just kick back and watch a little high school volleyball. Once again, Brian Oakland with you here this evening. For all of those on the road, for whatever the reason, we remind everybody on behalf of the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety who celebrates being a part of a team, let us remember to buckle up every trip, every time, no matter how far. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Well, as we take a look at how things shape up here, the final week of the regular season, the Govs coming in here off of a straight set loss at Brookings last Tuesday night. Their last match, 25-22, 25-14, 25-18. Jefferson bounced back off a two-game skid, and they beat Sioux Falls, Washington in 4 sets at Washington High, 25-18, 25-19, 21-25, and 25-20. Their second win over Washington this season, which as they right now are tied with both 17-4 records and their power average the same. Jefferson actually holds the tiebreaker to break that would-be tie. They're tied for third, so Jefferson would be the 3 seed. Sioux Falls, Washington would be the 4 seed. However, I think the way things are going to shape up, you look at Sioux Falls, Jefferson playing Pierre tonight. They've got Aberdeen on Thursday. They'll be favored in both of those. The one team ahead of them that is in the 2 spot right now is the O'Gorman Knights, who are 20-5. And O'Gorman has Huron and Mitchell, and likely to win both of those matches. But Jefferson feels that if they can beat Pierre tonight, and then especially Aberdeen, who will give them a bigger power ranking boost, they feel that they'll end up in still the number 2 spot going into the SODAC 16. And personally, I think the Governors are going to be pretty well locked into the 15 spot. Douglas has a winnable match with Sturgis yet to play this season. Douglas the 16 seed, but even if they win that one, probably not going to be enough of a boost. They do have Rapid City Central left on their schedule too. I wouldn't expect them to win that match, but maybe if they would win both of them, that night could knock Pierre down to the 16 seed, probably expecting still Pierre to be at 15, and they may be very well coming back here next Thursday for the SODAC 16. Here's what happened last night. Rapid City Central did beat Sturgis in straight sets. We've got 8 matches in AA going on tonight, including the Governors at Sioux Falls, Jefferson. Meanwhile, Aberdeen Central playing down the street at Sioux Falls, Roosevelt. It is Yankton at Brookings, Brandon Valley at Mitchell tonight. Big match in AA has number 1 Harrisburg playing at the 5th power rated team, Watertown. Watertown has been able to bite some of these metro area teams, including Jefferson, who did lose to Watertown in 5 sets a couple of weeks ago. We'll see what Watertown can do against the top-ranked Tigers tonight. O'Gorman hosts Sioux Falls O'Gorman. Out west, it is Rapid City Stevens at Spearfish. Sturgis is playing at Douglas. There are 5 more matches on Thursday night, including Jefferson going to Aberdeen. Of course, the Govs will be done. Friday and Saturday, Sioux Falls, Lincoln, and Washington head out west to play Rapid City Central and Stevens, and that would wrap up the entire Class AA schedule. So officially, there won't be anything set in stone until Saturday for SODAC 16 pairings, but there will be a pretty good idea of maybe by tomorrow or certainly by Friday morning after Thursday night matches where the Governors will be heading in the SODAC 16, and we assume that they will have a SODAC 16 match. There's a quick look at the state of volleyball. Once again, Pierre the 15 seed. Right now, Jefferson would be the 3 seed with their 17-4 record. Harrisburg still unbeaten, 25-0. Let us take another 3-minute timeout. We'll get into coaches' conversations and keys to success as our BankWest pregame show continues. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Superior Concrete is proud to sponsor the Governors this season, and just as proud to offer the finest concrete solutions available for commercial and residential applications, as well as foundation and flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. Their skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, and personal injury. They're able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm in Pierre since 1881. Taking care of your vehicle since 1980, TMA and Pierre has been serving Central South Dakota for over 42 years. Owners Bruce and Brenda Lounsbury, owners of the Ultimate Tire Store, have been taking care of customers at TMA for over 30 years. TMA, your hometown-owned business, offers quality service and products. Tires, mufflers, alignments, oil changes, brakes. Call 605-224-6167. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. TMA, next to the Northridge Plaza in Pierre.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as a basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 an hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 3. That's 833-605-5483, extension 3, and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
All right, here we go into Keys to Success. One final match for the Pierre Governors in the regular season, and it is at Sioux Falls, Jefferson. Talking with Coach Kerry Wheelhouse. And, Coach, last week, Tuesday, it was a match at Brookings that, again, you kind of thought hoping to be competitive in that match. And certainly there were times that you were, but once again, it just seemed like the bugaboo comes up of maybe miscommunication, unforced errors, things like that kind of get you reeling just a little bit. Brookings is a team that's shown a lot of promise this year. What do you take out of that, and what are you hoping to look forward to going into this last match?
Yeah, last week, was a little bit of a letdown for us. With Grace going out in the second match, I think we would have been a lot more competitive if that wouldn't have been kind of a distraction for all of us. And so I kind of told the girls I kind of take ownership of that. They played hard, though. They came back, and the people that stepped into the roles that we need them to step into played really, really well. So hopefully they have that fire to come out to here today and face a Jefferson team that's pretty solid all the way around. You look at them on film, and they look unassuming, but they just know how to place the ball and find those holes.
You're looking at, you talk about having fire when you step on the court. And personally, I think if you're competing in anything, when you step onto the stage, so to speak, you ought to be able to flip a switch. And, hopefully you just have that burning desire to succeed. And that's what I'm hoping to see a little more of in this match, plus your Sodak 16 match.
Yeah, we're hoping to put together a full three-set, fire. We've had some ups and downs, and we'll have a really good set and then come out and kind of fall apart. So hopefully we can get 3 good sets put together today to get the win and compete with Jefferson, just to give us a kind of a taste of, that little more competitive edge going into the playoffs. And we have a good possibility of possibly coming right back down here next week and playing them again.
Sometimes, you see a team like Jefferson, they can make, if you're playing them well in one set, they'll make adjustments, and they'll make them on the fly. And sometimes you just have to recognize that, but it's hard to recognize some things like that sometimes.
Yeah, we didn't even talk anything about film and what we saw and what we were doing with everything, just because they are so good at that, and they all make those adjustments. So if we prepare and get ready for us, for them to be hitting down the line, they'll go cross court or they'll tip on us. So we're just going to be ready to play that dig or die mentality of pick up everything, and really worked with our front row this week on how to get that ball put away so that we can make sure that we're getting it done on our end.
And another team that's got a whole bunch of height up front too, so they offer a lot of challenges right there.
Yeah, they have some height up there. Not as big as some of the other teams that we've played, actually pretty well against height-wise. So they've got a couple girls over 6 foot, but I feel like that's always been good for us to put our block against, and hopefully we can use that again tonight.
All right, and keys to success then against the Cavaliers?
Keys to success tonight is just not beat ourselves, make sure those little mistakes, we really worked on that, and not making those little mistakes, those little mental errors, and hopefully come away with a little more of that mental toughness.
Get some momentum going into what will likely be your final match in that Sodak 16. Never count them out. You never know what will happen, but momentum and confidence can build even in just one match here.
Yeah, we really talked about it. We talked about, that 1991 girls basketball team that had gone in, not, ranked very high and went in and ended up winning the state championship. Hoping, to find that fire with our girls and find that, they've done better when their back's up against the wall. So our back's really up against the wall on this, and hopefully that will help us.
All right, Coach, give them hell tonight, all right?
Thank you.
Can I say that? We said it. Give them hell. That's what we talked with Coach about this one as the Governors get ready to take on the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Coach Carrie Wheelhouse, her coach's comments and keys to success are brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We'll hear from them, and we talk with the head coach of the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers, Miss Beth Donnelly, when we return with more keys to success. This is Governor Volleyball.
Did you know 16 million Americans suffer from dry eye? Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marso of Central Dakota Eye Care. Along with providing comprehensive eye exams evaluating vision and health of your eyes, we now offer IPL dry eye treatments. OptiLight IPL is a new innovative light therapy treatment for dry eye and is FDA approved. Also available at our clinic are dry eye products and supplements. Call us today, 224-6128 for more information and to schedule an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Keys to success continue as we talk with Beth Donnelly, the head coach of the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Final week of the regular season, Coach, and I'm going to tell you with what I saw that you were losing last year and coming into this year, I didn't quite know what you were going to get out of this season, but you won a bunch of matches all in a row, and you're playing right with the Harrisburgs and the Washingtons of the world, and by golly, you've got a 17-4 record, and you're poised to make another strong run deeper to the postseason. You got to be proud of what you've seen so far. Granted, you've got some great leadership that did come back.
Yeah, we definitely do have some great leadership. We've got 3 girls that have seen ample time on the varsity court, maybe in a different position or a different role from last season, but they had no problem stepping up and being a leader right away. You're not wrong. It took a little bit of time just to try and get the chemistry going, but these girls, most of them played together on the JV level last year, and they did a really good job. And with the success they had last year at the JV, we kind of thought it would roll into this season, and it did. It did just that. So
you've had, a lot of the things that you did bring back that was a constant was your front line play. Mm-hmm. Your back line, losing Cora Hockenstad, one of my favorite liberos last year around the state. That's got to be tough to replace, but you must have had great back row play this year.
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing people forget about with Cora is she was so quiet back there. She wasn't vocal, but man, she picked everything up. There were so many times where nobody had to question it. She would slide in and take a ball where, is it mine, is it yours? And she never waited for somebody else to go. She just went. So that took a little bit of getting used to. We have a lot of team first mindset kids, which I love. But it's been a little bit of a process trying to get them to understand you're allowed to be selfish when you wear the Libero jersey, or if you're the setter, you have to take every second ball, those kind of things. And now that we're a little bit further along and they've established those roles, we're doing a much better job.
You did lose a couple of matches in a row here recently. You bounced back with a win over Washington. Impressive. Your second win in as many matches with them. What was the mindset there when you had a couple of slip-ups?
We've had the similar issues, just it's kind of a domino effect. We struggled in serve receive early, and it wasn't so much that everyone struggled. It was 1 or 2 days somebody would struggle, and then the other ones weren't picking it up, the pieces and We did make a couple of changes. Tonight you'll see our senior in the libero jersey, but we did make a switch with a junior in the libero jersey and a little bit more consistent in service receive, and that really did make a difference.
All right, as you welcome in the Pierre Governors, a team that has had their struggles this year. I guess for you, it's just a matter of coming in and playing well. Obviously, it's senior night. You want to see them play well tonight too.
Yeah, and scouting Pierre it's a little bit different this season. They're running a 6-2, but they have their outsides following their middles, and that's a little bit different than what I'm used to. So trying to watch their rotations and where they're coming from out of serve receive. We've got a lot of different weapons coming at us in different rotations. So that lefty's pretty good. She's got a hammer of an arm. We just got to make sure that we contain her. There's not so much, stopping anybody offensively. You just got to keep them from going off and try and keep them as contained as possible. I love the scrappiness that they bring to the table. Pierre's always been one of those teams that you can never anticipate a ball being down until the whistle blows. So we talked about that a lot the last couple of days in practice, and you don't let the rallies go long, because they're the type of team that would capitalize on that. We got to terminate early, so hopefully we can do that.
All right, Coach, always a pleasure. Good luck tonight and the rest of the way. All right.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Beth Donnelly, the head coach of the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Coach's comments: keys to success thanks to Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We'll move ahead and give you the starting lineups in this one. Starters are brought to you by Envirotech. We're in the final minute of the pregame countdown here at Jefferson High. Let's take a look at the starters for the Jefferson Cavaliers. We mentioned it is senior night. Coach mentioned all 7 seniors will start. That's not normally the case, but they will do that here on senior night, beginning with a defensive specialist, 5'7", Chloe Grabo. The primary setter this year is Avery Schmidt, a 5'8" senior, of course, as all the seniors are starting. Audrey Simmons is one hitter in the middle, of 5'11", senior. Also, her twin sister, Isabel Simmons, who is 6'1", and hits from the middle or the right side. She's a very good player. In fact, Isabel Simmons is committed to go to the University of Dayton in Ohio next year. Peyton Kroll will start as an outside hitter, 5'8", and the other hitter to watch, and a dynamic player, ball striker, what have you, Emery Brosnahan, a 6' senior. She is headed to St. Thomas University in Minneapolis a season from now. So the seniors are Peyton Kroll, Isabel Simmons, Emery Brosnahan, Avery Schmidt, Chloe Grabo, and Audrey Simmons. The 7th senior is their libero tonight, Brooke Bowen, who is 5'7" and will play through the back row. May see Kayla Newberg, the junior libero that Coach Donnelly mentioned in our conversation, the 5'2" junior. We'll see some other people in there tonight as well. Perhaps an Abby Horner, a 5'9" junior, doing some hitting as well. Beth Donnelly is the 4th-year head coach. She's been the only coach Jefferson has ever had here in their 4th year of existence. She's assisted by Cassie Blair, Hannah Jensen, Kelsey Heinert, and Emily Harms. And as we get set for our national anthem here at Jefferson, we will hear from Envirotech. We'll take a 90-second timeout. We'll give you the Pierre starters and the game officials when we come back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use the mobile app Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule due to weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Back at Jefferson High, Envirotech starting lineups for the Pierre Governors. Ava Swenson, the senior, in the back row at 5'5". Ellie Brower is the senior, 5'7" setter, but also hitter. Starts up front. Savannah Fullerton is in the middle at 5'8", senior, along with Addison Soma, the 5'9" senior, or Molly Olson, the 5'6" sophomore, who's been starting of late. Olson will be the first setter out there for the Governors. The primary hitters will be J.C. Bauer, the 5'10" senior, outside hitter, and Campbell Cronin in the middle, the 5'11" senior. For the Pierre Governors, 6-13 on the season. Carrie Wheelhouse is assisted by Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, and Peyton Gall. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Envirotech and Pierre. The Govs will also bring Kira Gossman, Alexis Schleckaway, Sloan Waldron in there as well, and Grace Hanton, by the way, the libero, the 5'8" senior for the Governors too. We also heard in this last break from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, their Division of Consumer Protection. They sponsor our game officials, and the game officials are licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school volleyball. And as always, we thank them for doing what is very oftentimes a thankless job in officiating high school sports. Minding the net tonight, our game officials are Kelly Devine and Nancy Keppen, and in the corners, our line judges will be Randy Bosch and Becky Jensen. Kelly Devine, Nancy Keppen, Randy Bosch, Becky Jensen, thank you for being our law on the court. Sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. We pause for 30 seconds. We serve it up as Comtech is coming up with our opening serve. Pierre and Jefferson, the Governors, wrapping up their regular season here tonight at Jefferson High on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Cavaliers being announced on the floor. Once again, senior night. It delayed our start time just a little bit here. Here in Jefferson on River 92.7, Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Pierre Governors. KGFX FM Pierre, member of DRG Media Group. Watch this one with the help of our friends at Live Ticket. Caleb Brozick here as well, filming, and you can see this one at River 92.7's page of drgnews.com and the DRG News app. It is election night, but there's a lot of volleyball going on DRG Media Group stations. We've got a Region 6A matchup going on. Justin Coward at Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre, the 3rd seed Stanley County Buffaloes in Region 6A, hosting the 6th seed Chamberlain. Also on Star 99 up north, Mobridge Pollock, the 2 seed, hosting Crow Creek. Cheyenne Eagle Butte hosting Platte Geddes in the other match tonight. Number 1 Miller awaits the winner of that match on Thursday night. In Region 6B, also 94.5 KPLO, Darren Boyle on the road as he has the matchup with Potter County hosting Highmore Herald in a 3-6. That's going on at Gettysburg, and some other matches going on there. Sully Buttes is in action up at number 1 Ipswich in Region 6B. Faulkton and North Central playing tonight. And even on KMLO FM, we've got Harriet Selby area hosting Teospadopah, who defeated Sunshine Bible Academy in straight sets last night. Sully Buttes got a straight set win over Wakpala, also to open Region 6B play. We'll keep tabs on those matches. Of course, other AA matches going on. There are 7 others of those happening here this evening around South Dakota too. But our opening serve coming from Comtech, and it will be put in play by the Pierre Governors. As you watch this one, we are set up on the upper corner of the volleyball floor. The Pierre Governors are on the far side of the floor wearing their road black jerseys, green numbers, white trim. Libero Grace Hanton has the white jersey on tonight. Jefferson in their dark greens. kind of a hunter green with white numbers and black trunks. Their libero in the white jersey tonight as well. Comtech opening serve to be put in play by Molly Olson and the Pierre Governors. It's played up by Brooke Bowen, the libero. Good pass to start, but as the pass on the set to set up outside, looking for Isabel Simmons on the slide play, but Simmons couldn't time it quite right and misses on the attempt into the net. So a hitting error for Jefferson gives Pierre the first point of the night. Jefferson will set it up nicely here. Governors come right back. Ellie Browers with the block of Peyton Krull. A defensive point, and the 5'7" senior getting up in both hands. Put it straight back. Jefferson got a touch on it and then hit it out of bounds. 2-0 Governors to start. Molly Olson serving it up again. Chloe Grabo, good pass this time up over the block, the tip, and then it's returned right back to the net. And there is Peyton Krull on the Jefferson left side to power tap at home, and Jefferson gets their first of the evening. 2-1 here as the Governors off to a good start. Krull rotating to serve. She'll hit it from right to left or the near side of the floor to the far. Governors don't get in system, and they do get the point still. As Molly Olson ran down the pass from Grace Hanton, she put a bump back to Savannah Fullerton. And I think Jefferson just caught a little bit off guard. Fullerton, who puts a lot of topspin on her little half-hearted swings and on her serves, which is coming now, is very good at putting balls down into the campfire. She got that one to go. Here's a swing up for the Cavaliers, though, and Simmons on the right side will get her first down. Isabel Simmons now rotating to serve. 2 serving 3 Cavaliers. Jefferson, a team last year that was all season long maybe in the top 2. Here's a service ace for Simmons as the Governors misplay it a little bit. Jefferson neck and neck with Harrisburg last year most of the season. Saw them at the state tournament, but in the semifinals they lost to Sioux Falls, Washington. Washington played for the championship, although they were beaten in 4 sets by Harrisburg. But I think Jefferson, the players that are here back, as Pierre has ruled in the net. Campbell Cronin trying to get a block on a swing from Emery Brosnahan, who was back near the 10-foot line. An error for the Govs, and Jefferson has their first lead here, 4-3. To finish that point, I just sense that this Jefferson team, even though there is a bit of a different look in spaces and spots, I just feel like this is a year that they really want to get something, kind of take care of some unfinished business. And it's going to be a tough team to beat for anybody down the stretch. Here comes Cronin on a nice swing. Peyton Krull with the dig. It's over. It's out of bounds. Campbell Cronin will slam this one home. And Campbell with a hot shot from the left side. Governors with 2 kills so far, both assisted, and they've got a 4-4 tie. And again, it's key to success for the Governors. If you want to stay with this Jefferson team, just like we talked with Coach Donnelly, you've got to avoid the long service rallies, and that has been something that's been a problem for the Governors over the course of the season. Kira Gossman with a 2-hand push back. Here's a dig of Brosnahan. The Governors get a free ball return. Jefferson will set up Avery Schmidt down the middle with the swing by Audrey Simmons, and the 5'11 senior has her first kill of the night. So Pierre 1 and done. This time it's 5-4 Jeffies. And as Grabo checks out, it is Avery Schmidt to rotate to serve. Sienna Sabers, a 5'8 junior, checking in to play through the front line. She'll be a hitter up there for the Cavaliers on their home floor. Tapper, and right there is Simmons, Audrey Simmons, who blocks the tip by Campbell Cronin. Puts it back for a service point for Sioux Falls Jefferson. 6 serving 4 now. Avery Schmidt took over the overall setter role here from an All-Stater and Presley Pashton a year ago. Cronin in the net. This will be a serve return error by the Governors. The serve return was close to the net. Campbell Cronin couldn't quite keep it out of there. 7-4. Jefferson starting to build a bit of a cushion, although it is Schmidt who will give one back as she hooks a serve out of bounds. So Jefferson had 3 in a row to go 4-3 up. The Governors had a side out, then another 3 in a row for Jefferson. Score 6 out of 7, leading 7-4. Now 5 serving 7. as the Govs will send it across from Ellie Browers. Here comes Brosnahan. Big shot, and Alexis Schleckaway doing her best to try to dig this one up. But it's over to the near side bleachers, and the one to watch tonight, 6-foot senior Emery Brosnahan gets her first kill. 8-5 Jefferson. Brosnahan is back to serve, this young lady playing at St. Thomas next year. Kind of a special story, and I'll tell you about that in just a bit. Here's a loose ball at the net as the Govs couldn't keep it in play on their own side, and another put away for Audrey Simmons. Brosnahan started on this team, or at least got very significant playing time as a freshman. And as the Governors will play up the next serve from Brosnahan, it's kept alive up front. Nice job by Sienna Sabers. Then a push to the back line. In the back corner, and it's Peyton Krull who will put it down right at the feet of Randy Bosch, the far side line judge, we should say. And another serve for Brosnahan coming up. So, as Brosnahan was a freshman 3 years ago, that was the first year of the Jefferson school. And, of course, the volleyball program started out then. And here this group of seniors were freshmen then. It's kind of their swan song, and they're the ones who are really kind of rule the roost here the last 4 years. Otherwise, it was basically substitute players from other districts who came in and started the program here. So gotta hand it to this cast of seniors for Jefferson this year. They score another 3 in a row, but they lose side out on a hitting error. Now a good effort by the Governors, but this is a put away for, I believe that was Peyton Krull again. Nope, well, Audrey Simmons, the one who gets her name called. Now 11-6 to update our score. Governors have been sitting on one and dones. Meanwhile, Jefferson has had 3 straight 3-point rallies in their last serves. Here's Schmidt up front setting up. The Governors get a nice block to deny Krull this time. Free ball is back to Pierre. Sloan Waldron setting up outside left. Kira Gossman coming back this way. That's dug up. Schleckaway will run one down. Gossman gets another chance. This one blocked and then somehow sent over by Schmidt. Loose ball at the net. Kept alive still on the Pierre side. Now it's over and Krull tries to hammer it, but that one's low and in the net. That's a double hit violation for Jefferson and a great point earned by the Pierre Governors. Long volley, good job by the Govs, and good to see them playing spirited points like that. A lot of hustle on both sides. Great reflex plays by Avery Schmidt and others on the Jefferson side of the court, but Pierre gets the winner on that one. Meanwhile, as the Ava Swenson serve was returned back to the net, Addison Soma tried to hammer it home, but her follow-through puts her hand into the net. I think the ball hit the net quite a bit, but I think her hand also apparently followed through. Nancy Keppen, the floor official, rules on that one. And it is 12-7, Sioux Falls Jefferson. Serve put in play. Governors punch one out, and now it's Jefferson across the line underneath. Good swing by Kira Gossman. Good system set up for the Govs, but this error by the Cavs will give the Governors a side-out point, and they remain within 4. First set, 12-8. Our first full rotation complete. Molly Olson back into serve. She started things off. Graybo doesn't get the best play on this one. Free balled from the back row, out by Brooke Bowen. Here's a chance for Ellie Browers to swing and count it. Browers with a hammer arm, according to Jefferson coach Beth Donnelly. She said that left-hander's got a hammer, and we've got to watch out for her. Now, Browers hasn't been hitting an awful lot this season, but obviously you see the power that Ellie Browers has. She showed it on that last one. Unfortunately, Olson will serve one long. The service run comes to an end. Couple there for the Govs, but still a 4-point lead for Jefferson. Krull serving one, played up by Grace Hanton. Easy pass there, but no system. Browers has to bump one out. Now Schmidt will set up Brosnahan, or Simmons rather, and this is a block for Savannah Fullerton in the middle. Fullerton or maybe Bauer in there. Actually, Bauer seems to be getting the congratulations. So we'll go with J.C. Bauer on that block point. Second ace block for the Govs. 13-10. They're hanging tough here. Jefferson on a few one-and-dones now. Nice effort here. Schmidt saw the floor open up for the Governors. We're on their side, and the spot kill, the set kill for Avery Schmidt. 5'8" senior, smart player, played only back row, but was a second setter a year ago. Now she's in the 5-1 system. It's basically her show. And as we say, as the setters go, so go the team, and Jefferson's got a pretty good setter working this year. Another good block touch, denying Audrey Simmons by the Governors. Here's Bauer with a swing. This one goes to Jefferson. They say that's a 4-hit violation. I actually thought that ball might have been touched by the Cavs, but the officials say nope. That is a hitting error for Pierre, their 4th of this first set. 15-10, Jefferson with a service point. Isabel Simmons serving again. This one won't make it. And it'll go back to the Governors. Second miss in serve for Sioux Falls. 15-11, Jefferson leading, first set. Brooke Bowen, the libero, comes back in as Simmons catches a break. J.C. Bauer serving from Pierre, far side to near. Peyton Kroll in the middle back will play it up high to Schmidt. She'll set up Brosnahan, and that one right through the 2-block setup, or the double block attempt. Grace Hanton ducked away from that one, but that one lands with plenty room to spare. Brosnahan's second kill, and it's back to Jefferson to serve. This is the point now for the Governors where if you want to compete with a top-notch team, don't let them get away from you. You've got to get side outs back quickly. Another opportunity for that, but 3 serves or 3 hits, not enough to return the serve. Second serve return error in this opening game for Pierre. And they trail 17-11. Avery Schmidt will serve again. Right in the middle of the service line, she'll lob one across. Schleckaway makes a play on it, up to Olsen. Swing for Broers through the block, and it is down. Ellie Broers with her second of the set. And the Governors will get that side out back, trailing still by 5. Olsen checking out. Broers will rotate to serve. Nice knuckle serve across. Bowen, though, gets it to Schmidt up front, outside right. Brosnahan, bump set, spike. Jefferson comes right back. And they lead by 6 again, 18-12. Now Broers is out. Schleckaway back in to play through the back line. Sloan Waldron in up front with Campbell Cronin and Kira Gossman. Brosnahan serves. Hatton in the white jersey gets it to Waldron, who will leave it out with Soma. Can't get much on that swing. And now a redirecting tip by Audrey Simmons up front. But it's back to Jefferson. Pierre gets a block, but it's over and out of bounds. Good effort by Soma, but a swinging kill here for Peyton Kroll, her 3rd. Now 19-12, Jefferson. First set on the way to 25. Brosnahan just across the net this time. Schleckaway makes a nice play. Governors get it up to the swinger. Cronin is denied, though. And now a tip at the net by Kroll. This one caught Cronin mistiming, also Soma. But then the ball goes off the net, and as Cronin reached for it, she just couldn't quite get to it. Tough break for Pierre. Kroll with another, 2 in a row, and it's an 8-point lead for Jefferson. The Governors will track this Brosnahan serve all the way to the sideline, and that hooks out of bounds, so Emory will miss one this time, and it's 20-13. Cavaliers by a touchdown now. First set, now Hatton serving. Libero to libero. How many times do you see that? It serves. It's like they look out for one another. Unfortunately, the Governors with another unforced error. They're in the net as the Cavaliers weren't in system. All they could get was a punchback. Brooke Bowen will serve 21-13. Gotta watch, gotta limit, obviously, the unforced errors. Here's a tentative return by Kira Gossman, and Brooke Bowen will get an ace, and the Governors will take their first timeout here in set number 1. Timeouts in the broadcast sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling of Pierre. Grab a Coke. Be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
In the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
First game so far here at Sioux Falls, Jefferson. The Cavaliers opening up a 9-point advantage, 22-13. They'll continue in serve. Welcome back. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Brooke Bowen to serve, the libero for Jefferson. Brooke's brother Brent came up and introduced himself to us here before the game tonight. Governors return the Bowen serve right back to the net. Not what they want, as Isabel Simmons waits to slam it home. And it's another kill for Jefferson. If you remember the name of Brent Bowen, he helped us out in some broadcasts last year when we were a man down sports broadcasting-wise in the basketball season. And Bowen at South Dakota State now. Brent is. Brooke Bowen, the senior, here. Meanwhile, a set kill for Addison Soma, as she'll take the second touch and put it back over. A little back set, and it's down just on the sideline near side. So the Governors have the serve back, but they trail by 9, 23-14. Here comes Simmons right through the two-handed attempt of Addison Soma trying to block. She had her block there, but just didn't quite have the hands together. We could see a good angle of that. And it is Simmons with her third kill. Jefferson has 4 players with at least 3 kills here in game number 1. They've actually got game point now, too. 24-14. Fullerton will swing and miss long. There's the 25th, and game number 1 has come to an end. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, the highly touted Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers defeat the Governors 25-14. In game 1, they lead this match 1-0. Gales Gas Service of Pierre with the scoreboard. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, go to the second. When we come back, you're listening to Governor Volleyball, your official home of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems. Places at
River 92.7, James River Broadcasting and DRG Media Group, All Around Graphics, American Bank and Trust, Coca-Cola Bottling, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, and Iceberg Funeral Home in Pierre, some of your Pierre sports marketing partners. Comtech opening serve in game number 2 belongs to Chloe Grabo, and the unable to be handled by Molly Olson. Well, maybe Ava Swenson, who was back in that back corner this time. It was an ace to start, but Grabo then a little bit long and almost too close to let that one wide right and straight to the Governor bench. Governors take a 2-1 lead. Pierre did lead 3-1 early in that. Olson had the first touch. I think that might have been Bowers who set it across to Ellie Browers. Let's give J.C. Bauer a set assist this time. 4-1 Governors. Second set. Simmons, when she got it back again, went away from Hatton, and the Governors had a couple of touches in reflex, but Isabel Simmons collects her 4th kill of the night. Simmons with a hot shot this time. Hatton keeps it in play. Now Soma has Bauer has an attempt blocked. Now a good shot here for Campbell Cronin, but right there Peyton Kroll in the middle, back for the dig. Brosnahan swings hard, but it's low and in the net. And another error by the net. And another error by the Cavaliers. They've contributed 4 hitting errors plus a service error to help the Govs so far to a 6-4 lead. Be out of bounds. So that's a good attack point there for Brosnahan and the Cavaliers. Here's a swing for Cronin. That's defended. Kept off the floor. And now coming up, Brosnahan on the right side is good as she hits that one on the run. Cavs are back to a 6-6 tie. Second set, Jefferson won the first one 25-14. Had an interesting score in one of the other matches going on. Here's a lob served by Avery Schmidt. This one just hits the top of the tape and a slow crawl across, and that one caught Brower's timing completely off guard. It couldn't have been any more perfect for Avery Schmidt that time. This one of the more conventional variety, a misplay by the Governors on a line drive serve, and back-to-back aces for Avery Schmidt, helping Jefferson to 4 in a row, and they lead 8-6. Schmidt goes down the right sideline this time. There's Olson getting it to Browers. A little tap over the defense by Bauer, but nothing doing here. Sienna Sabers to take her first swing of the night, and the junior here will score for Jefferson. 9-6, Jefferson starting to cook again here, second set. Up to the Governors to try to get a side out quickly, as this service run for Avery Schmidt is already on its 5th serve. No system, cleared out by Bauer. Kroll will get it to Schmidt, now Brosnahan again. High set dig, a good job punching by Grace Hatton. Pierre free balls it back. He'll get another one to Brosnahan. Good block here by Gossman, but Hatton. Now time for a Governor timeout here. 6 in a row scored by the home team. The Cavaliers lead the second game 10-6, and they're up a set as well. Let's take a 30-second Coca-Cola timeout, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Challenges you faced. How to make friends. How to fit in. How to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Watertown has not been embarrassed like that in any set, I don't think, all season long. Here come the Governors out of the timeout. They set up in system. Ellie Browers will leave one for Campbell Cronin. Campbell shoots the gap, puts it down in the middle back for her second kill of this match. 10-7 now. Back at it with the Governor's serve. Brewers will send it across. Set all the way across here. Sabres takes the swing. Second hit punched over by Cronin. Good reflex there. Now a 10-foot line swing by Sabres. Soma touches one back over. Kept off the floor. Nice dive by Bowen. And a free ball back to the Govs. It's Hanton to Brewers. Outside left. Gossman. Bowen gets another diving dig. A good effort there. Sabres. Long free ball this time. Schleckaway sends it back to Brewers. Now a right side punch from Soma. Couldn't get much on it. Once again, it's Bowen with a dig. And Pierre is in the net. All of that great play on both sides of the net. And it's just disheartening when you get a net violation, just a little turn of his shoulder or something like that, that rattles the net. And that's how this one ends. The point goes to Jefferson, the side out as well. And it is 11, serving 7. Emery Brosnahan down the line. Soma plays it up to Sloan Waldron. Here's a push over, but is blocked right back. The Governors do a good job keeping that one off the floor. Here comes Peyton Kroll with a swing left side off the Soma block, and that one gets past Waldron, who was the next closest to the loose ball. Peyton Kroll's 5th kill, first in this set, now 12 serving 7. Sioux Falls Jefferson. Brosnahan taking her time and now sending it across. Soma with good touch on that one to play a tough serve. Pierre free balled it back. Now Brosnahan from the back line, set by Avery Schmidt. That one behind the 10-foot line. Emery Brosnahan, 3 in the first, now 4 in the second. Kills, that is, and it's 13 serving 7. And the 6-foot senior ready to go again. There is Hanton to play one up. Soma setting up front this time, and that one was touched on the swing by the Governors. They had it back, they returned it, now they get a block as teaming up are Soma and Cronin to deny Audrey Simmons 3rd block point of the night. I think I'll give both credit on a double block that time. 8 serving 13, Hanton comes with it again. Bowen with a good pass to Schmidt, outside right here. Sabres is defended. Waldron pushes one away on the second touch. Now a chance for Audrey Simmons. Not much on that one. It was just a tap. Gossman played it first. She gets it back, but then she is blocked and defended. Here comes Kroll left side for Jefferson, and she will score again. Peyton Kroll at 5'8" and a senior. Kind of got her spot moments a year ago. There were just so much good frontline play. Names like Maya Hale and Elizabeth Spa, who was a big 6'3" frontline player. Some great play that Jefferson lost a year ago, but yet here they still are, 17-4. However, they missed one long this time, a 5th error on the floor. Makes it 14-9. Just one serve that time for the Cavaliers. Now it's Ava Swenson checking in for the Govs. Sends one middle back. Brosnahan gets it up to the setter, Avery Schmidt. Now a cross-court effort here. Lands on the line. The line in front of the Governor bench, and that one goes to Isabel Simmons. 15-9. Sabres checking out. Chloe Graybo, back row player. Graybo getting a lot of playing time here tonight. Normally not that type of a player for Jefferson. She'll send one long. Tried to put a charge in it. Graybo trying to serve aggressively, but if we see these two teams playing each other next Thursday night, we may see more of, I believe, Kayla Newberg rather than Chloe Graybo playing through the back line. 15-10, Governors serve but trailing. Molly Olson sends it across. Here is Schmidt turning and planting a 2-hand push down in the front right for on the Governor's side. Schmidt with her 2nd kill. Right back to the Cavaliers it comes. 16 serving 10. Krull serving to Hanton. Just a push away by Brewers. The Governors unable to get in system even though they had that opportunity. Here is Simmons sending one back to Becky Jensen, the far line judge this time. She had to dodge and she tracked it all the way, and this one misses a little bit long. I think Jefferson's error numbers a little too much as far as what I'm guessing they're used to. 6 errors so far here in this second set. They had 4 in the first. Jefferson gets a return of serve back, and unfortunately for the Governors, they couldn't put one away. Cavaliers still have Brosnahan out there, and she'll slam one home from the left side. 17-11. And this is Simmons in serve. And that one splitting a pair of Governors in Bauer and Hanton. Service ace here for Isabel Simmons, her second of the evening. Right to left, we'll bring it again. Hanton has that one up in the air. Olsen, second one over, and a nice pancake by Chloe Grabo. Getting the start tonight in the back row. Bauer trying to send one back. Nope, as the dig is there, the system is there, and Emery Brosnahan once again there. Add another one. Brosnahan with 9 now in the match, 6 of which have come in this second set. 19-11, this service run for Simmons will come with its third. Serve. Bauer doesn't get a good play on that, but Browers is able to run it down. Hanton free balls it out of the back line. Here is Schmidt setting up Brosnahan again, sticking with a hot hand, and this one over the ladder. The attempt by Simmons doesn't stay on the Governor's side. And it is all Emery Brosnahan right now as Cavs lead at 20-11. Simmons getting in a rhythm, right side of the service line, sending it away. Swenson takes a duck on that one, and that one will sail a little bit long. So that'll end a nice service rally again. Only 4 in a row, but tell you what, still seems like Jefferson putting 3 and 4 in a row together quite frequently now. Here's Simmons, Audrey to take a swing from Schmidt, and that one wasn't hit terribly hard, but hit plenty good. And it is down in front of the Governor back line. Another one and done for Pierre. As Jefferson inches closer to a 2-set lead, they lead 21-12. They won the first one 25-14. Schmidt is back to serve. Down the right sideline, it is returned back by Hanton. I think that one might have landed out of bounds, but they had to play it up anyway. Brosnahan is dug up by Olsen. She'll get it back, pushes it away from the back line. Now it's Simmons again. Good ball movement, as per usual, here for Sioux Falls Jefferson, Audrey Simmons. Twin sister Isabel going to Dayton next year. Simmons doesn't have plans to play volleyball in college next year, but she's a big part of the offense here in her senior season for Jefferson. Schmidt's next serve stays in the net. It'll go back to the Govs, trailing by 9 again. 22-13 Jefferson. Browers serving. It's played up by Brosnahan. She'll come up on the run, but there are the Governors and Campbell Cronin, the senior blocker, in the middle for the Govs. I love the fact that Cronin can make plays like that when the Governors come to the Metro, but I think she's such an underrated player and maybe an underappreciated player. I don't know, I just don't know that enough people know her capabilities from around the state. Schleck away with a nice dig. Here's Soma. Oh, that one didn't clear. I thought there was a touch. They say 4-hit violation. Soma just missing. This is only the 3rd error in this game for the Govs. They've been doing a good job in that regard, but again, the offense just too much on the Jefferson side. They lead 23-14. Serving now is Brosnahan. Serve up to Waldron. Back set to Cronin. Slam dunk, Campbell Cronin. And Jefferson is celebrating as I look up from my stat sheet, and apparently I'm guessing a net violation is called. And a small victory for the Governors is snatched right out from underneath their feet, and suddenly Jefferson has a set point, 24-14. Gossman taps one back. Bowen gets it to Schmidt. Here's Simmons for the game. This one misses wide. And the Govs will get a point after all, but obviously it's those system swinging kills that you'd really like to be rewarded with. I didn't see the net violation on that last one, but that was the apparent indication. 24-15, set point number 2 for the Jeffies. Sienna Sabres for the game, and it's good. 25-15 this time around. The Governors fall. They're playing competitive volleyball, but Jefferson just too much once again. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard in the second, 25-15. Jefferson on top, 2-0. 2 down, 1 to go, and we're at halftime. Halftime in Governor Broadcast on River 92.7, brought to you by Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial on East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. We'll hear from them when we're back in 2 minutes. The third set coming up. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official home of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Get free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space and the award-winning Minerva's
assisting you in finding exactly what you need. Convenience is also a top priority.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced...
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Trail 2-0. We'll go to the third shortly. Another reminder, Pierre Governor Sports Marketers help Governor broadcast efforts. They include Capital City Campus, Olinger Law Firm, and the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce. Also Capital City, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Comtech, Pierre Dental Clinic, Pitts Design and Build, and Delta Dental. And sports marketing partners also include First Dakota National Bank, Floss Dentistry, Maher Law Office, Red Rosa, Wagner Auto, Stalkin Peterson, Lingo, Walti Jones LLP, and the fine men and women of the South Dakota National Guard. Your Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, thanks for helping us out. Volleyball tonight, our next Governor broadcast will be a big one. The semifinal round of the the Class 11 AA football tournament, shall we say. It's a rematch of last year's state championship. The Govs go to Yankton to battle the Bucks. Pre-game at 6:25, kickoff at 7:05. Coming up Friday night here on River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Comtech first serve put in play by Molly Olson and the Pierre Governors, but Audrey Simmons wastes little time. Bump set spike 1-2-3. Jefferson returns it back and scores first here in the third set. It'll be the Cavs playing for a sweep. Free ball back by the Govs, and Avery Schmidt, the setter, sees the corner in the front of the net on the Pierce side to her right, opening up. It was Hanton who saw it coming but couldn't run it down. Schmidt with a kill. But now a service error by Avery Schmidt, and she'll give it back. First two to the Cavs this time around. The Governors are on the board with a side out point. Savannah Fullerton will serve for the Governors from the far end of the floor. To the near side, Peyton Kroll will play it up to Avery Schmidt. Emery Brosnahan takes the swing. Cronin is there to block, but it's over and out of bounds. On the scorer's table side of the court, Brosnahan, who scored 7 in the second set, comes up with her first in the third, and she'll take a 3-1 lead in serve here for Jefferson. Swenson ranging over. Tried to get a good pass, but Pierce still had to free ball it back. Now Kroll again, good. Good top spin on this one. That falls in front of Molly Olson, who appeared to be set up in the back line, ready to dig it up. But Kroll just had great top spin, a great swing. A fine play on that one. Next one up and a 4-1 Jefferson lead. Bauer hesitates, and a swing on the outside for Sienna Sabres, and there's a touch on the Governor's side that allows this one to count. That's one thing I saw J.C. Bauer ranging around the net. She ran into one of her teammates, and she reached back and said, sorry. just want to, sometimes the Governors are just too nice, you know. Brosnahan sends one and sails one long here. Aggressive serving team. They've had their serving errors, but as the Governors trying to serve aggressively. Now Bauer comes back with one of her own. This one is off the net and down in front of Peyton Kroll. And lo and behold, the Governors have their first service ace of the night. And it comes in the third set here from J.C. Bauer. Going again. Nope, she gives one back. This one doesn't clear the net. It's 5-3, now turning 6-3 in favor of Sioux Falls Jefferson. Audrey Simmons out. And we have a new libero here in the third set, and this is Riley Fodness. She's the 5'1" junior libero, defensive specialist, although her first attack that comes at her, she is not able to handle it, as that one's smoked from the right side. I think that was Kira Gossman who gets the kill. That would be her first of the night. 4 serving 6 and another. Service ace this time for the Govs. It goes to Ellie Brewers. As Jefferson unable to get a play on it. 5 serving 6. Early on in the sets, the Govs seem to be playing pretty well, but Jefferson just has been, in the first 2 games at least, has gotten better as the games have gone on. There's good ball movement out to the left side and a good swing for Isabel Simmons. Kill number 6 for Izzy. 7-5. Jefferson in the third. Brooke Bowen is back in there at defensive specialist wearing the green jersey, and the Governors don't have a chance on this net serve. Crawling across, and Bowen gets her second ace of the night. 8-5 the score. Carrie Wheelhouse didn't like the way the Govs seemed to quit on that particular play. I think they just got a little bit shell-shocked. It is 8-5. Timeout on the floor, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
For the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
First error of this third set for Pierre. They only had 4 in that second game, down from 7 in the first. Here's a swing for Cronin that is dug up by Brosnahan in the back row, and Simmons swinging again. Jefferson's hitters up front, I don't know, of course, the angle that I'm seeing this match from, and you can see it with our camera angle on the live video stream too, but the angle we're able to watch this match from just seems like these Jefferson hitters have just beautiful angles on their attacks. This one more straightforward for Peyton Kroll on the left side over the Governor block, off the block, and over the rest of the defense. Kroll will score again, but that previous point by Isabel Simmons, just a perfect redirect angle hitting from the middle. Here's Schleckaway returning serve. Kroll tried to put it away, but Grace Hanton sends a one-hander back out and up, and Hanton with another good play. Jefferson will set up to Brosnahan. Nothing on this one. Hanton now to Waldron. Here's a swing for Gossman left side. That's a Brosnahan dig though, and now Kroll again. Straight through the block and down out of the reach of the diving back row players. I was just talking with our camera guy, Caleb Brozick, about the Governors. It seems like they're playing pretty well. I feel like they're playing pretty competitively as Bowen comes up short on the next serve. But again, it's just the offensive firepower of Jefferson that is owning this match. And this turns into another 6-point rally for Jefferson. But side out back at 6 serving 12. Hanton will send it back in this direction. Brosnahan. And then the pass from Fodness up to Kroll. It was a bump pass from the libero in the back row. Fodness getting it to Kroll. I thought that was a good pass, but Kroll just couldn't get on top of it. And the first miss of this game for Jefferson from the floor gives Pierre a service point, and Hanton will lob one away again. Fodness back up to the setter. This one too hot from Hanton, or for Hanton from Isabel Simmons. Third for Simmons in the set. She's got 8. And side out back to Sioux Falls. Jefferson leading 13-7. Peyton Kroll. Played up by Kira Gossman. Here's Fullerton with a swing. Nice run down by Kroll. Put back in play by Schmidt near the scorer's table. Jefferson with a great scramble. Now it's Soma swinging for the Governors. Blocked. Right back there is Waldron. Now push out from Gossman. And here comes a slide outside right. When you get these Cavaliers or good hitters going on the run, I tell you what, they just love that slide play on the run out to the right side. And if you time it right, that's when you can really get some smoke on your swings. And Simmons was able to score another one. It's 14-7. Here's Soma redirecting a tip. Now it's Schmidt taking a swing on the second touch. Dug back over. Can't put it away, though, is Simmons, and the Governors defend. Gossman takes a swing. That one's dug up. Brosnahan has to punch one up front. And now it's Gossman again, dug out. Got to keep playing. Brosnahan. Here is Hanton underneath that one. Good pass. Waldron wants to push it back. He should have set it up, probably in that sense. Here's Simmons, and the block is no good. Good effort by Fullerton, but it is Simmons who swings and scores again. I thought it was a perfect opportunity for the Govs to try to keep getting in system. They played that point real well, but sometimes these setters, they love to try to punch it over or set it across, but you're not catching Jefferson off guard too much here tonight. And a close call this time, but Brosnahan is on the line on the far side. I thought that one might have been a little bit wide, as it is. 4 in a row, going strong here for Sioux Falls Jefferson. They open up a 9-point advantage with 9 to go, looking for a 3-game sweep. 16-7 here in the third. We'll take a 30-second Coke break, and we're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
And Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals.
Back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Regional Airport, Bauman Lumber, Zander Auto Parts. American Bank and Trust, the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center, and Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, one of our Pierre Sports sponsors, as Peyton Krull will continue and serve out of the Governor timeout. I think that was their second timeout in this third and final set. Addie Soma setting up for a swing up front, but that one will be sent long. The lead grows to 10 for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Sponsors, by the way, also include Avera Health, May Adam Law Firm, Dakota Mart, TMA, Graham Tire, and Access Health in Fort Pierre. Back at it, the Governors returning another one. Good effort by Gossman, but that's blocked and kept alive. Now Brosnahan swings away. Schleckaway will get a dig, but it's just a pushback by Gossman. Now on the move again, Simmons. The Governors block it, but not enough. Good effort again by Fullerton, but once again it is Isabel Simmons. She's got 6 kills in this set. We saw Brosnahan with 7 in the second. Now it's Isabel Simmons, the other D1 recruit, who has 6 and counting. Krull short this time, low and in the net. The run will stop at another 6. That is the second straight 6-point service run by Sioux Falls Jefferson. Governors had a couple in between, but now it's 18-7, make it 18-8. Krull's first service miss. Ava Swenson serving here. 8 serving 18. Nice pass up to the setter, Schmidt, and outside it goes to Simmons again. Simmons will maneuver out of the front row and will rotate off of her 7th kill in the set. And she's got 12 in the match. 19-8, Jefferson getting closer to finishing this one off. Simmons serve to Swenson, close to the net, kept out of there by Waldron, and she'll get a nice little bump pass to J.C. Bauer. Bauer will swing and score, and hard to believe, but Bauer has her first kill of the night this late in the third set. And the Governors will serve it again. 9-19. Brosnahan, and that one over the block, and running it down was Hatton, but she only got a little bit of the hand on it. Not sure if that one would have gone long, but it is another kill for Emery Brosnahan. St. Thomas Tommies getting the standout here. St. Thomas, pretty good volleyball program there in the Twin Cities. There's a good shot by the Governors, and that'll turn into a kill. And I think that was Bauer again swinging, this time from the middle. Molly Olson and Ellie Browers in their setting. I think that was Browers who may get the assist this time for what it's worth, 20-10. Governors will try to just play as long as they can. Trailing by 10. Jefferson coming back. That's Audrey Simmons. From the back line, Fullerton gets the first touch. And here's Campbell Cronin, set up by Browers. Jefferson laid off of this one, thinking maybe it was heading in the going the long route, but it did not. Cronin has 3 kills, 11 serving 20. Fullerton, good serve. I have really enjoyed watching Savannah Fullerton serve here in these last few weeks of play. Through a block, Swenson will pass it out to Browers, but she'll two-hand push it back. Now on the run is Brosnahan. She is blocked, and 3 hits not enough. Give the block point here to the Governors. And again, Campbell Cronin, who is tapping the back of J.C. Bauer, who I believe gets this one. And Pierre now with 3 in a row. Back within 8. 12 serving 20. Sharp angle this time for Fullerton. And on the Pierre side of the net, maybe that angle caused that one to run out of room. It hits the top of the tape and stays on the Pierce side. Fullerton will check out. Just 4 service errors for the Governors tonight. Tough time for one this time, though, as Jefferson is in 20 plus, and a long free ball out to the Cavaliers. Here comes Sienna Sabers, the junior, on the right side. Swenson's dig attempt, a great run down by Olson, but she'll hit it up in the bleachers section, far end of the floor. And that'll be another kill this time for Sienna Sabers. 22-12, T-3 and counting for the Jefferson Cavaliers. Emery Brosnahan down the line, that's on the line. Swenson let it go. Kerry Wheelhouse going to make a change. Swenson checking out. Hadley Hart is in. Give Emery Brosnahan her first ace of the evening. 23-12. Cavs go to Aberdeen on Thursday to close the regular season. Brosnahan goes right to Hadley Hart, but Pierre free balls the return this time. Here's Audrey Simmons with her hardest swing of the night. And that is good, and we are at match point. 24-12. Pierre going to close their regular season, but there's a good chance they're coming right back here to Jefferson on Thursday night next week for the Sodax 16. Bowers swings. That is blocked by Audrey Simmons. Pierre keeps it alive as Olsen will set up Bauer out on the left side. More defense there for Jefferson. More offense coming right back. Peyton Kroll with the final kill on the left side. She'll finish a good 10-kill night, and your final score in the third set on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard has Sioux Falls Jefferson defeating the Governors 25-12. A three-game sweep for the Cavaliers tonight. 25-14, 25-15, and 25-12. Governors will end the regular season with the loss at 6-14. Jefferson advances to an 18-4 mark with one match to go, as mentioned, at Aberdeen on Thursday. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As it gets colder, use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. The Jefferson seniors go out a winner in their final home match of their regular season on senior night as they defeat the Pierre Governors here tonight. We'll pause for 3 minutes, and our postgame is next. Postgame comes to us, a courtesy of Family Dental Offices. You'll find them in Pierre and in Gettysburg. We'll see if we get Coach Wheelhouse up here in the postgame. Otherwise, we've still got the recap and the stats. We've got big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics and your player of the game from Cowboy Country Stores coming up in our Family Dental post game. That's in 3 minutes. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official home of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs. Call Family Dental at 224-7774 today.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762. There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Wegner Auto Company is a fourth-generation family-owned business established in 1907. We're the oldest dealer in South Dakota, and for more than 100 years now, we've been delivering quality vehicles with a commitment to customer satisfaction and service. Visit Wegner Auto in Pierre for your next car, truck, or sport utility vehicle, and see for yourself why we've been so successful for so long. Visit WegnerAuto.com anytime to browse the current inventory or schedule a service appointment. Wegner Auto in Pierre. Our reputation means a great deal since 1907.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls, Jefferson. We're into the post game, and as we get to the top of the hour, that station break, that match basically took about 1 full hour in this one, but the Governors, no match for Sioux Falls Jefferson this evening. They lose it in 3, 25-14, 25-15, 25-12. Carrie Wheelhouse, we see, is making her way up here to chat about this one. We'll get going in that one. But in the recap, Governors had an early lead at 3-1, but I think the theme of the night for Jefferson just continued to tout their offensive firepower here this evening, and that is what allowed them to get. They had most of their service runs, I think, really were in the 3 and 4 point range at a time. They had a couple of 6 point rallies as well. I think the longest one was about 6, but there were a few of those also that really kind of helped them open things up a little bit. And again, just too much Jefferson offense, and that is what we'll basically ask the coach about here in this one. 25-14, 25-15, and a set that had the Govs up early 5-2, but Jefferson had one of those 6 point runs from 6-4 down to going 10-6 up, and then a couple of 6 pointers in the third set too to win at 25-12 after winning the second one, 25-15. Coach Carrie Wheelhouse, tonight is just one of those nights where you're doing everything you can to defend, and both Caleb and I up here thought that there's a lot of competitive play, a lot of hustle tonight on the part of your girls, but boy, I tell you what, when it doesn't matter when Jefferson can get the offense going the way they can. There's just so much offense coming at you from all angles, and try as you may, you just can't keep them down, can you?
Yeah, they did a pretty good job of blocking them and getting them out of their system in the first set. And then we just couldn't get our offense going like we should, like we said in the huddle. We have the exact same threats on our side of the net. We just got to be passing better to get those balls put away and do a little more aggressive on that front, because we had to be more aggressive on their serves. We were serving right to them. They didn't even have to move, and that doesn't help us when they're passing dimes.
You've got another thing that I really was impressed by. There was a number of long rallies in this match. I mean, in plays where girls were digging things up, they're running things down, and I thought at times you had, in instances like that, you were getting in system. You were sending swings back. You got to credit their defense, because they were just like all of these Metro teams. It's just tough to get a ball down, even though you got good things going. And unfortunately, sometimes when you get great swings, you turn around and your shoulder grazes the net or some silly thing like that, and just bad luck in cases too.
Yeah, we're so worried about turning and finding the ball when we're on defense, when we're blocking, turn and find the ball, that we're turning before we're on the ground and then putting a shoulder in the net or a hand in the net. They dug up a lot of balls playing that dig or die defense. We could probably play even tougher, just reading those and reading their blocks. The thing about Jefferson is they've got some good verticals and they can hang, so our girls jumping with them like we do on other teams doesn't always work, because then they hit it right over top of us.
And then I even made a comment too, from this angle you can see some of the angles and of where they're hitting and how they're getting it through your block. And I mean, sometimes they're hitting it through two hands. You got to have your hands together, of course, as far as technique is concerned, but then you get two blockers up there, and it just seems like they're threading needles all over the place. And when you have the reps that some of these players do, it comes with reps, really.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job in the first, and then they kind of got going with a couple different girls that they kind of found where we were kind of lacking, that deep line. We weren't defending that one as well, and And then we like to float, our blocks like to float with the hitter. So if the hitter's going outside, then they float outside. So, a couple times we were even blocking outside the pin when we came down because we just kind of float with them. So things that we are going to work on, it's nice to see these guys because I'm pretty sure we're going to come right back down here in another week and see them again. And, hopefully it gives our girls some confidence that they can do this kind of stuff. Seeing those glimpses of that excellence just makes it really frustrating when you don't. And when you see those errors and just little things are like we lose our concentration and kind of give up on the play, that gets a little frustrating.
I think and I agree, and Coach Donnelly agrees. She didn't expect to necessarily, she didn't name Pierre as their SODAC opponent, but she did think, and that was kind of her advice to her girls, that they, even though they'd lost a couple of sets, she still knew that they win out and they'd still be the 2 seed. So that would obviously put you against them. But as you turn right around and play a team like this again, obviously it's there's no better. I don't think there's any better way to practice and have a lot of time practice, assuming, and in this case, knowing who your next opponent is. And now you just have an easy film to watch and just try to improve on that. I certainly think you can, even keep the scores a little bit closer next time.
Yeah, definitely. They're a beatable team when you see this, but really it's not even going to be what they're doing on that side of the court. We just got to be ready because they do have a lot of offensive, those slides, different balls that you're going to see from different players. It's really cleaning up our side of the court. Getting more aggressive, cleaning up some of our errors, making sure that, we're not just sticking one hand out, that we're taking a step and putting both hands out and trying to pass that ball instead of just kind of, reflex moment. And that's the things that we can work on in this next week is just those little things that we need to clean up, blocking, making sure we're hitting big, strong hands over the net, hitting, don't get excited, don't get up there too early because we're getting there early and then standing and jumping and we're behind the ball. And just really, if we're seeing a hot hitter, go with that hot hitter until they do something about it. So, and then be more aggressive on our serves. We're going to have to really work on that as well because we served a lot right to them where they didn't have to pass. And they're a great passing team. I mean, everything that they passed was spot on. So we've just got to really work on that.
We talked about sticking with a hot hand, and we saw that from Jefferson. I've got Brosnahan with 7 kills in the second set, and you got Simmons with 7 kills in the third. That's exactly what they do. They go with a hot hand, and those girls were really smooth flowing tonight.
Yeah, down the line, outside. It's, you got to figure out how to stop that and kind of figure out where you're going to adjust, and we didn't do a good job adjusting.
And bait and crawl as well, especially up front. But, I guess I don't have to ask you what you know about your next opponent because it's probably going to be this one. I guess the focus is just on good practice and giving everything you've got to one more match.
Yep, just really working on the fundamentals on our side and cleaning up our little mistakes and really come in focused. Sometimes I feel like we lose that focus. Even coming into that third set, like we had the momentum on our side on that second set, and then we come out in the third set and are just super flat and not going. And it seems like we're beating ourselves a little bit. So just really work on that, the mental side of it, really staying strong. It's fun to then come in here again, and I think they'll underestimate us a little bit after this. They won pretty handedly in 3, and so come in here, we've got no pressure on us when we come in for the SODAC 16. Any team that we play, whether it's these guys or Washington or Gorman, whoever we end up playing, we don't have the pressure on us.
Yeah.
They have the pressure to kind of defend that. So we'll come in with everything we have and hopefully do an upset.
All right, Coach. Well, we wish you the best, and we'll see you next Thursday, all right?
Sounds good. Thank you.
SODAC 16. Next Thursday, Coach Gary Wheelhouse. Governors fall in 3 here at Sioux Falls Jefferson tonight. Let's take another break here in our post game. We'll give you the stats. We've got big plays of the game, your player of the game still to come, as well as you listen with more Pierre Governor Volleyball. Let's pause for 2 minutes here. Governor Volleyball on River 92.7, drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Purchasing or selling a home can be the largest investment you make. I invite you to choose our team to help you with the process. For over 48 years, our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Pierre-Fort Pierre area with our professional service. It is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sonnenschein, at Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, 605-224-5588.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Family Dental post game here continues. Welcome back to our coverage of Governor Volleyball. In this one, again, a 3-set sweep for the Jefferson Cavaliers. Governors go 14, 15, and 12 against the 25s of the Cavs. And again, with that offensive punch that we've been talking about, Jefferson rolls up 40 kills unofficially in just 3 sets, an average of 13 per. Well, that's not good math. In fact, I've got them at, let's see, let's re-add. This is 50 kills in 3 games, an average of 16 per, 14, 17, and 19 kills in that 3rd set. They just keep coming at you. They'll be led by Emery Brosnahan with 13 kills, 7 of which are in the 2nd. Isabel Simmons with 7 kills in the 3rd set. She finishes with 12. Peyton Krull, consistent throughout. She goes 4-2-4 for 10 kills in the 3 games. And Audrey Simmons in the middle, another 8 kills to add. Sienna Sabers, the 5'8 junior, off the bench with 4. And Avery Schmidt, the setter, with 3 kills tonight, too. The Governors, meanwhile, only amass 11 kills all night long. 5 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, and 4 in the 3rd, and 3 of those come from Ellie Browers, 3 come from Campbell Cronin, 2 from J.C. Bauer, and 1 kill apiece for Kira Gossman, Savannah Fullerton, and Addison Soma tonight. Actually didn't get to, I didn't ask the coach about errors. I thought the error numbers after they had 7 in the 1st really were pretty nice. And again, with a good offensive team like Jefferson is, sometimes you don't get a chance to make a lot of errors. Granted, there might be some mental errors that don't show up on the stat sheet, but here with just 13 errors all night long, and 7 of those come in the 1st set. Jefferson had 7 errors alone in the 2nd game, but only 1 in the 3rd. They'll finish with 12 overall. Governors out-block the Cavaliers tonight, and granted that might have something to do with how many swings each team is taking, but Pierre did come up with 5 blocks, 2 from J.C. Bauer, Campbell Cronin in on a couple, one of which along with Addison Soma and Ellie Browers with a block point. Audrey Simmons had the only ace block for the Cavs. Jefferson with 8 aces compared to 2 for the Govs. Browers and Bauer with 1 each. 2 aces for Brooke Bowen, Avery Schmidt, and Isabel Simmons. 1 from Brosnahan and 1 from Chloe Grabo for Sioux Falls Jefferson as well. They did have 11 service errors, which does happen, of course, with aggressive serving teams. The Governors with only 4 service errors tonight. Those are the stats, and a 3-game sweep for the Cavaliers, of course, not without big plays of the game, and the big plays in our broadcast are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics. We'll hear from them, and we'll touch on the big plays when we return with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics, big plays of the game, and I'm going to feel like I'm beating a dead horse, so to speak, but instead of big plays, I'm just talking about the statistics. And when you go with the hot hand and players keep swinging and scoring, I mean, to me, that's a recipe for success. And that was the case with all of the swinging and the system and the attack of the Jefferson Cavaliers. 50 kills in 3 games tonight. That is a winning recipe. Even though the Governors got 5 block points, but they're up there blocking. They're doing everything they can to keep the balls off the floor, but they're just too much firepower for Sioux Falls Jefferson, and that is tonight's storyline, the statistic, or what we'll call the big plays of the game. Again, sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Got one last mention for Cowboy Country Store's players of the game here for the regular season. Player of the game from Cowboy Country Stores. We'll hear it after you hear this on River 92.7.
Howdy, partners. Did you know that you can save up to 30 cents on a gallon of gas instantly when you use the Sinclair DinoPay app at all Cowboy Country Store locations? It's true, and it's fast, secure, and simple to use. Just go to your app store and download the green DinoPay app, follow the prompts, and save big money at the pump today.
Convenience from the country, Cowboy Country Stores.
Cowboy Country Stores, I think, really is a lot of good efforts in defense for the Governors here tonight. And I really thought, even digging, that maybe Grace Hanton had one of her better overall nights as far as a 3-game set goes. And she stared down a lot of shots, but obviously you can't defend them all. And the Governors tried everything they could with a good block up front. Campbell Cronin, Addie Soma, Ellie Browers, and J.C. Bauer blocking well. Savannah Fullerton with good presence up there tonight as well. But, of course, we'll look on the winning side of things. And, again, with all of the high-powered swingers, take your pick. Peyton Krull, Isabel Simmons, Audrey Simmons, and even Avery Schmidt distributing all of these nice passes. The back row is doing a good job to get them in system. But Emery Brosnahan really got going in that second set with those 7 kills, and she'll finish with a game-high 13. She did have one service ace in there, too. And to me, Brosnahan and Isabel Simmons in particular, kind of a great 1-2 punch for Sioux Falls Jefferson. But Brosnahan, the face of the franchise since, especially in over 4 years, the lifespan of Sioux Falls Jefferson so far. She is our player of the game. The St. Thomas recruit will get the T-shirt noting her accomplishments and leading Sioux Falls Jefferson to the 3-game sweep tonight. Emery Brosnahan, your Cowboy Country Store's player of the game. So the Govs 6-14 on the season. They will wait for the rest of the season to finish up. There are a number of matches on Thursday, a couple of matches Friday and Saturday with Lincoln and Washington going out to Rapid City, Stevens, and Central. You can look up all the other scores of what's going on tonight. Actually, we can kind of run those down for you real quickly. Harrisburg was playing at Watertown tonight with big match going on. Harrisburg wins at 25-9, 27-25, 25-15. Mitchell and Brandon Valley, a little bit of a surprise here, but Mitchell won the first set. They've split the first 2. They're tied 1-1. Brookings has beaten Yankton so far 2 out of 2. And Sioux Falls Roosevelt at home leading Aberdeen Central 2-1. That one's still going on. O'Gorman leads Huron 2-0, but Huron leads the third 16-15. So Sodak 16 for the Govs most likely will be back here at Sioux Falls Jefferson whenever it is. It will be on Thursday night, or wherever it is. It will be next Thursday night, November 14th. Of course, we'll have the coverage here on River 92.7. I don't think the Governors are in danger of dropping out of the top 16. And other than that, next broadcast takes us to Yankton. Crane Youngworth Field with the top-ranked, top-seed Yankton Bucks will host the Pierre Governors, up and coming, 4-game win streak. It's all been against West River teams. We'll see how the Govs fare against one of the best in the state. Of course, it was 35-7 the last time those two teams played on homecoming night at Hollister Field in Pierre. Of course, it was 35-7 when the Govs won their 7th straight 11 AA state championship a year ago. But Yankton's going to be hungry, and the Governors will be too. We expect a real good football game coming your way on Friday night. 6:25, we'll have the pregame kickoff at 7:05. Sean Lewis will join me for the call on that one. Of course, you can watch it at Go Govs Live and, of course, drgnews.com. and the River 92.7 page. For the Pierre fans who will be heading back, and for anybody out on the road, remember the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds us that buckling up is the best way to save your life in a crash. Do it for your friends and your family. You've got some place to be, especially coming in to the holiday season. One last score to pass along so far. Well, Trump has a lead on Harris in the election night, but might have some news results and updates coming up a little bit later on. drgnews.com. Jody Heemstra will update you there. In the meantime, until we meet again on Friday night for Governor Football, we remind you that this has been a presentation of your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 at drgnews.com. For William Wilson in studio, for Caleb Brozick and Live Ticket at Side, I'm Brian Oakland. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, everybody.